Alright everybody, welcome back. Today is just going to be a short little video. As we've seen, we've got a new ban list that just came out, and we sort of expected a ban list to come out in around February. Probably not as soon, but I'm happy it actually came out this early because I do have regionals on the 18th, so happy that we've got a ban list before then, so it just makes our life a little easier to go up against the different matchups. And I have seen the ban list already, and I've took some time to think about it, so I'm just going to showcase to you guys my thoughts on it, and then I'm going to show you guys what is possible with Synchron now with the stuff that came off the ban list. So if you're looking on screen, we can see the forbidden stuff. So obviously Artifact Scythe. I mean, it was a problem in the past, not really that much of a problem right now. But then one can also make the argument that it's still dangerous because no one expects it because no one is playing it. So if you do go up in, especially in the regionals, and you're not expecting Scythe to pop up in a rogue deck, for example, or even a very clever meta player playing a scythe in their deck, and you're not prepared for it, it can screw you over. In the long run, I think Artifact Scythe could, yeah, it should be on the ban list, just so we don't have to worry about it. Barrier Statue, now it makes sense, yes, because in the past we knew that only Fluanderies could abuse it to stop you from special summoning, except for wind stuff, which is why I always tell you guys to play your Godala Kaijus. Now, not as much of a problem, but still play Kaijus if you know there's cards your deck cannot out. But Barrier Statue was a problem in Flu, but the fact that is now it could be played in Kashitra, because I think you make Arsenal Falcon, because it's a rank 7 Xyz, and then you can make a Barrier Statue on top of it. On top of your normal Kashtira board is kinda annoying. Like, it's hard to play around that, especially if your zones are locked, and it's like, what can you do? So yeah, happy to see it on the ban list. So yeah, we don't have to worry about that. But also makes Flu, well, I guess it didn't really matter because now Kashtira is the best banished deck at the moment. So Flu is completely outclassed and outshadowed. So no one was going to play Flu over Kashtira. Unless obviously because everything you need in the set was a secret. So it's quite expensive. So if you couldn't afford it, then yes, you would be playing Flu. But now with Barrier Statue gone, nah. Kit Kalos, I think we expected it. I personally don't think they should have put Kit on the list. I think they should have gone for one of the back row. So either Crime or Sulik. Personally, I would have gone for Crime because it's an Omni Negate. So even if you manage, for example, you stop a Tearlament board, or you minimize it to where they just have a single tier name on the board, they can literally just set a Crime and they have an Omni Negate sorted for them already. And then on your turn, they can still play on your turn. They mill anything they can fuse. So I would have preferred one of the back row, but yeah, I can see why they put Kit on the ban list. And I can see from everyone's responses, everyone is looking for what is it called? King of the Swamp, to be able to cheat this out or cheat out their Rule Kalos, which makes sense, I guess. But then Spright Elf. Look, I have mixed feelings on this because it kind of shuts off a lot of plays for pure Spright, because they really needed Spright Elf. But then on the other hand, it was abused in tier and many other decks because it's so generic, right? So yes, I can see why they put it on the ban list. I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, the fact that it can protect cards, especially in tier, if they have a Rule Kalos and a Dweller on the field, or a Kaleido Heart, or something like that on the field, and they're in the zones that Elf protects them in, and you're going second, or even first, it makes it very difficult for you to play. So yes, I can see why they put it there. But yeah, it also got like the same treatment as Chaos Ruler, because the fact that this thing could be played in almost every deck. It's that can link. Obviously, our deck, not really, but any other deck, it can link. Elf was in the deck, so it sort of had the same problem Chaos Ruler had. So I think that's fair that they banned it. Okay, next we're looking at the limited, and quite a lot of stuff got limited, and I'm so happy they finally put all these stupid Ishizu stuff on the limited section. Look, Agito, I think the main problems were just Caldo and Mudora because they shuffle back. So if you were to go up against Flu, the best way to tackle Flu is obviously Impom Vela, the Kid Kalos, and then use your crows, your Bistils on everything that tries to fuse in the grave. But the problem is then your opponent would chain Mudora Caldo and shuffle back. So they just get their resources back anyway, and that was annoying. Um, Calbeck, it's a hand trap that bounces back. So sure, I guess. Agito, yeah, that too. But I think the biggest problems are Caldo and Mudora. But happy to see them go to one. It just puts the deck back a little bit on terms of consistency. So happy about that. Havness, Merly, and Sharon. I expected Havness. I expected Havness to get banned. Merly, Merly and Havness, I don't think should have got limited. I know I'm a rogue player and Tier is the best deck, was the best deck, but I think we could have left Merly as Sharon at 3 or even semi-limit. But yeah, okay, is what it is, I guess. And then for us, the big thing is Ancient Fairy Dragon, which is coming out in March. And obviously, people were saying, even on the Discord, you guys were saying, yeah, it would come out with the errata. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm gonna hold my opinions on Ancient Fairy Dragon for now, because I mean, I'll wait for the errata and then start theory crafting for our deck, the Synchron deck, because also at the moment we're quite tight on extra deck space. So, and I'm experimenting on other stuff that came out of Photo and Hypernova for did it for synchro plays. I'll make a video on it shortly, but I put it on the Discord. If you guys are in the Discord, whenever I'm theory crafting, I come up with some stupid idea or something brilliant or stupid, I post it to you guys, and then you guys can talk about it. But the Diablosis plus a Fengli equals a free level 9 synchro without utilizing your normal summon. There's something I came up with. It's on the Discord, so please join that Discord. But yeah, anyway, back on topic. Yeah, Ancient Fairy Dragon, I'm gonna hold my thoughts on it for now. Unlimited. Distudo, back to 3. I mean, Distudo back to 3 doesn't really do much for us. We only really want it at 1. Because you don't want to be paying so much life points, especially if you go into time. Distudo with life can be a disadvantage to you. And then the biggest plus for us is Jet Synchron back to 3. I'm so happy about this, because now we've got added so much more consistency to the deck. I'll talk about it in a minute, but let's look at the rest. So Olion doesn't really matter. We don't have Aurora done, and Hulk is gone. Endymion players and Pendulum players are going to be happy about that. Lithosagem, I mean, sure, Dino stuff, maybe. I don't know. I'm not that well versed in Dino, but I'm sure they'd be happy for Lithosagem coming back. Yata doesn't really do much, and then Spiral Resort, most of the other Spiral stuff is still on the list, so it's not going to be as powerful as it once was. But yeah, that's that's the ban list. But coming back to Jet Synchron, the reason why this is so powerful is, I was thinking about this because it came out last night for me, and thinking, and this is actually cool in terms of consistency, because now we don't have to rely on junk speed, on junk synchron and the level 2s to make a speeder. Now we can go jet synchron. We have it at 3. So synchro overtake, you reveal jet warrior, special summon jet synchron. Any level 4, Tearlaments Sharon works for us. The baby dragons, white dragon, black dragon. And then we can play Stardust Trail at 3. And then you see how we can have so much consistency and now make speeder without any problem. So even if your junk synchron gets negated, it's not a problem. And yeah, and the one problem we had is, now that we're playing Kashitra synchron, I had to remove Cyber synchron from the build, so you only had one jet synchron in the build. So if you're making speeder and you drew into your jet synchron, it makes your players kind of lackluster. So now that we can have it at 3, it just sort of helps that a lot. And yeah, so a big consistency boost for us. I will be making, like, I'll theorycraft on it, and I'll post it on the Discord, and then I'll maybe make short videos here and there about how to use Jet Synchron appropriately for us. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. It's just a quick little reaction video and just giving a little bit of insight on what is possible for us and moving forward. I do recommend you guys moving forward now, because Tia is lackluster at the moment. Kashitra is going to be the best deck. Do add in your Called by the Graves, your anything that can just stop D-Shifter, because every deck is going to try and play D-Shifter at the moment, because It's the best thing at the moment, and it just helps Kashmir out so much. So yeah, please add your call, but don't remove it at the moment because D-Shifter completely destroys our deck. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of rambling at this point. So that's my opinions and thoughts on this ban list. If you like it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later on with probably more combos or deck profiles. But yeah, peace.